Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I didn't upload a video yesterday, but we were out and about looking for things that we needed. We stopped by our local feed store yesterday, and they had the seed potatoes that we needed, and we got some onion bulbs, and I wanted to scoop some of these up before they sold out. These are the pink eye purple hull peas. They grow really well here in the South, and these are my favorite peas. And we're wanting to plant quite a few of those this year. Last year we had a good amount, but this year I want to double what we have. So I'm about to go in the kitchen, and I'm going to work on these red Pontiacs first because they already have their eyes. They're doing good. The Yukon Golds, we're going to have to wait just a little bit because they don't have the eyes that they need for me to get them cut up and get them cured. So we're going to have to wait a little while on those, but I've got a box broke down for the red Pontiacs where I'm going to put them on, and I'll show you how to cure potatoes before you want to plant them. Now, where we usually plant our potatoes is actually, it's just soaked. There's still water standing in that part of our ground, so we're going to be putting quite a few potatoes in these grow bags. Now, we used these last year. We wanted to test them out thoroughly. We did tomatoes in these, and we did do some potatoes in these, and they held up really, really well. This is the best ones that we have found so far. These are the, I think you pronounce it Vivosun pot. You can find them on Amazon. This is the 10-gallon. I've also got some larger ones ordered, but this is a really good sized pot for pretty much anything that you need. And the only thing I will say, if you ever get these, don't pull them by the handles once they're full of dirt and your plant, because those things will tear. But anyway, we're going to be growing quite a few potatoes in these instead of the ground because it's just too wet. And we need to get those planted really soon. They need to go in around St. Patrick's Day. Now, we stopped at Orchlands, and I wanted to show you guys this right quick. I found this on clearance for $8. I think that's a pretty good deal. I've never had one of these apple pillars, and I'm actually really excited to use it. More so, I'm going to use it on pears. My dad has a couple of large pear trees that just have an overabundance every year, so I'm going to be putting up some pears this year. So he'll be able to get some of those also. But I'll take you in the kitchen here in just a second and show you what I'm going to do with these potatoes. Okay, now, I'm going to tell you, my kitchen's very cluttered right now in case you see any other videos where I've got things just sitting around. My kitchen has to double as a work area for our garden also. So this time of year is very kind of cluttered in my kitchen. I'm sorry, guys. Now, with your potatoes, when you get these seed potatoes, they're nasty, they're dirty, don't wash them off. You want your potatoes to stay really dry, and you're going to want to keep them somewhere really dry. Now, see all these eyes? These are what, that's where your roots come from on the plant. And when this plant is growing, it's feeding off of this potato. But these, that's what I'm calling the eyes, the little sprouts that's coming off the potatoes. Now, some of these are really small like this. These I'm not going to cut up. I'm just going to stick them in the ground whole because, you know, there's not a lot of potato there. But some of the larger ones like this, you see it's got two really good root systems coming off of that. So I'm going to cut this potato in half, and I'll get 2 plants off of this one potato. And some of the really big ones, you can get 3, sometimes 4 off of a really large potato. But I'm just going to take a knife and cut this one in 2. I'm sorry, I'm rocking the camera here. Now there's a really nice chunk of potato there that it's going to be able to live off of and feed off of. But see how that's really nice and moist still? You want to lay that up on something really dry, like this box. I usually use the box, that way I can just throw it away or burn it when I'm done with it. But you want these open ends laying up to where they can kind of cure in the air. You want those dry before you stick them in the ground. It'll kind of get a little bit of a scab over it, and that's going to prevent it from rotting in the ground, and it'll help protect it from fungus and stuff like that once it's dry. But I'm going to go through all of these potatoes and do the same thing, but this is what you call curing, and it's going to help a lot before planting them. Alright, I've got all these cut up. I forgot to tell you guys, the curing process, you want to let them cure for about 3 to 4 days. By then, they're usually really nice and dry and cured. But anyway, now I'm actually getting off of here. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.